Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Tweak of the Week. I'm talking about a new kind of injectable filler this week. Not a hyaluronic acid filler, but a filler that stimulates your body to produce more of its own collagen. It's called Lanluma, and I've come to the Skin Medical Clinic in Northwood, North London, to meet Dr Sabika Karim, who is going to tell us more about it. Now, this is a filler that can reshape and revolumize larger areas of the body, and she's going to show us a body treatment. So come with me, we'll see what it's all like. So Dr Sabika, tell me about Lanluma. What is it and how does it work?
So Lanluma is a collagen-stimulating filler that's approved for use in the body. It's made of poly-L-lactic acid, which is a hydroxy acid that's biocompatible, and it works by stimulating your fibroblast cells to make collagen.
Okay, so this is working in a very different way to the usual hyaluronic acid fillers we're used to, isn't it? Which give instant volume. Does this give instant volume, or is it a different kind of thing?
No, it's completely different. So the hyaluronic acid fillers, as you're right, they just give volume. Whereas polylactic acid, or Lanluma, is injected, and what it does is it stimulates your fibroblast cells to make collagen slowly over time. And as you know, that will take somewhere between 30 and 90 days. So you do see an instant result when we inject the product, and you'll see sort of a lift or a shape change in your bottom or wherever we're doing the procedure. But that's the water that we use to mix the polylactic acid flakes with. And that's a really good indicator of the final result. But the water gets reabsorbed over the next few days, everything goes down, and then your body actually builds its own natural collagen.
Wow, okay. This whole filler is designed for working on the body, isn't it?
That's true. It's the first collagen stimulating filler that's had approval for use in the body. And that's really important because when we're treating the body, we need larger volumes than when we're treating the face.
And that can get really expensive, can't it?
It can get really expensive, and also we need to make sure that it's safe. So making sure that it's got approval to be used in the body means that we know that we can use it in larger volumes quite safely.
Right, so where are you using this? Is it arms, legs?
It can be used sort of in the back of the arms. It can be used in the, inner thighs, that area which is really impossible to treat with the crepey skin. But where I seem to be using it the most, where it's really, really popular, is in the bottom.
Okay, yeah, so a non-surgical bum lift?
You got it in one.
Okay, and that's what you're going to show us now?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So is it used for enlarging the bum, or smoothing the bum, or reshaping the bum, or everything?
So the nice thing is that we can tailor the treatment to whatever you need or whatever the patient needs. If you were looking for a really huge bum, this isn't the treatment for you. However, if you're looking for a bit of volume enhancement, a lift, a reshape, hiding some hip dips, things like that, this is really, really great, because in addition to all the volume changes, it will also improve skin texture and helps with the appearance of cellulite.
Really? Okay, so can you have it as a treatment just for cellulite?
You can indeed.
And do you inject that in a different way if it's just cellulite?
We inject less, but it's a very similar procedure.
Right. And what are people wanting? It
depends entirely on your own physique. And obviously it's not a substitute for a healthy lifestyle, diet and exercise. But if you are sort of going to the gym and there are certain bits that you cannot fill up or get lift in your bottom, then this might be the treatment for you. But I do see different demographics wanting different things. My younger patients seem to want slightly enlarged bottoms, more lifted bottoms, perhaps filling in their hip dips. Patients sort of in my generation seem to want lift, reshape, but also improvement in skin texture. It's not really necessarily about having a bigger bottom. It's about having lift or just a reshape and an improvement in skin texture. So I do have patients who come in who don't actually want a bigger bottom. They just want a perkier bottom.
And also it's buildable, isn't it, as a treatment?
Absolutely. And that's, another thing I love about this. It's a stepwise treatment. So we don't have to do all of it on the first go. And in fact, most of my patients come back for several sittings. And the nice thing about that is you can actually see the results and then go from there. And it's, the patients are involved in the decision-making process. They know when they've reached the target or we've reached the target together. You all right? Did you feel that at all?
No.
No? Excellent. We're good to go then. Raj just had a little bit of anaesthetic.
Yeah.
And then we just literally pop the cannula just under her skin. As you can see, it goes in nice and easily. And then we inject really smoothly backwards. How's that feeling, my lovely?
Just a bit of pull.
Just a bit of a pull.
Okay, so local anaesthetic.
She's been, her bottom's already been injected with local anaesthetic.
So there isn't anaesthetic in the product?
No, there's no anaesthetic in the product. You can inject anaesthetic in injection points and undermine with anaesthetic to make the whole procedure more comfortable for the patient. So these areas are where where the patient felt she had volume loss or just needed a bit more sort of volume. And the idea is that we inject to help with the shape and the lift, and then we've marked out a couple of little extra areas where she had little dimples of cellulite.
Yeah.
We're going to help to improve those. And in fact, we did that last time, didn't we?
Yeah, that was really big improvement.
So this is the second treatment you've had, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Dr. Sabika was telling me that after the first treatment, you'd been texting her saying, don't think much of that. I see no difference.
Really, to be honest with you, that was the case. I just waited like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I'm like, you know what? I know you said this product's amazing, but I don't really see anything. Then, I messaged her last week, and I'm like, I went to a party, and the way I was getting compliments because I wore these tight leggings.
Wow.
And a friend of mine goes, how come your bum's lifted?
Okay. So at that point, you think maybe this is doing what I wanted.
And once I got the compliment, then I'm like, can I please come in to get it done?
Yeah, sure.
It's completely, I'd say downtime free almost, because you can sit on it, you can, walk around, you can get back to your normal day-to-day activities. The only thing I'd say is avoiding vigorous exercise for a couple of days.
Okay.
And you have to massage it for a couple of weeks. But the nice thing is that, this treatment doesn't take long to do.
Yeah.
It does take sort of almost 3 months for you to see the results. But once you've got them, they're yours and they last in excess of 2 years because
2 years, gosh, that's terrific.
Because the Lanluma doesn't break down for up to 2 years. So it continues to stimulate your own collagen. And I guess the difference is that the feel is really, really natural. Because if we were to put lots of hyaluronic acid in your bottom, in these kind of volumes,
lump, isn't it? Yeah.
It would feel really hard. And this, because it's your own natural body tissue, is going to feel like your own bottom.
Yeah.
Right, this is just that little dimple of cellulite that we're filling.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So you're working in a kind of fan pattern around.
I am. I'm working in a clock face.
Okay.
And I like that because what we're trying to do is bring everything up to sort of a circular point.
At the centre. Yeah, sure.
The other reason I like it is because you can get sort of everywhere you need to go with just one tiny little hole.
Totally. That's
so
amazing.
We reduce any risk, we're reducing risk of infection, we're improving comfort for the patient, and then we're filling the
Useful
deficit.
in itself.
Yeah, see, so just as we've done that, and we've gone through with the cannula, we've actually broken up, can you see that? We've broken up some of the bands.
Yeah, in the way that sort of subcision would.
It's similar to subcision. And then the nice thing is we can then fill it back up again. There you go. How was that? Okay. So this is just how we massage.
Just across the treated area.
Just across the treated area.
Moving it all around.
Just smoothing it out.
Okay.
Making sure that we end up with a really lovely smooth finish. And the nice thing is when she stands up and she looks in the mirror, she's going to notice the difference immediately. Obviously that will then go, but it's a really good representation of what she's going to get as the end result.
Lovely. So now you know what it looks like to get your bum reshaped in about 30 minutes. I think that was all it took. That was this week's Tweak of the Week. Thank you very much for watching.